You want the truth? You really want it? Fine. Sit down, shut up, and listen. 'Cause this world doesn't care how soft your heart is, how tired your soul feels, or how heavy your pain gets. Nobody's coming to wipe your tears. Nobody's gonna clap for your suffering. And sure as hell, nobody's gonna remember the one who almost made it. That's the part that stings, huh? All this pain, all this effort, and no one gives a damn unless you win. That's the punchline. You could be drowning, screaming under the weight of your own silence, but unless you come out swinging with something to show, all they'll say is, he was weak. That's how they rewrite your pain into a punchline, a joke that ends with your failure. And they laugh. Oh, how they laugh. You pamper yourself with comfort because it makes the struggle feel less ugly. You hide behind self-care like it's some bulletproof vest against reality. But let me tell you something. Comfort's a liar. It whispers sweet nothings while robbing your fire. It numbs you just enough to forget you were supposed to be dangerous. And every time you tell yourself, it's okay, I'm trying, you feed that lie. Because the truth, trying doesn't count. Results do. You think the world respects the process? No, kid. The world respects the product. They don't care that you stayed up all night grinding, bleeding, breaking. They only care when the spotlight hits you and your name echoes. Until then, you're invisible. An echo in your own empty room. You want people to see you? To care? Then earn their attention. Force it. Grab it by the throat. Because out here, kindness without strength is just weakness in disguise. Being soft gets you stepped on. Being patient gets you ignored. And being too nice? That gets you used. Then tossed aside the moment you're no longer useful. That's the ugly truth you need to swallow. You keep thinking that if you're good enough, if you're kind enough, they'll stay. They'll appreciate you. They'll give back what you gave them. But no, they won't. You'll bleed for people who wouldn't even hand you a bandage. You'll cry over ones who sleep just fine while you're breaking apart. You'll wait for apologies that will never come. And respect, that'll only show up after you stop chasing it. Let me ask you something, champ. How many times did you lower your worth to be liked? How many times did you quiet your rage to be polite? And where did that get you? Do they respect you more, or do they treat you like an option? See, when you pamper yourself with comfort and avoid the war inside, you forget what you were built for. You forget that pain ain't the enemy. It's the compass. You think winners sleep well? You think the monsters at the top got there by feeling sorry for themselves? No. They sacrificed. They burned. They bled. And they smiled through it, knowing one truth that separates the wolves from the sheep. You either suffer now and win later, or pamper yourself now and rot in regret forever. So wipe your tears, burn the excuses, and for once in your damn life, get serious. You've been walking around like life owes you something just because you've suffered. Life doesn't owe you a single thing, kid. Not after everything you've done. Not after everything they've taken. You owe it to yourself to rise. Not because they believe in you, but because they don't. Because when you win, it's not just revenge, it's justice. Not the kind they talk about in courts, no. The kind that happens in silence, behind the scenes, when the ones who doubted you see your face everywhere. That kind of justice, it's earned. And it starts the moment you stop pampering yourself like you're a victim. You're not. You're a weapon waiting to be unleashed, but only if you stop acting like a damn pillow and start moving like a storm. You know what your problem is? You still think people care about effort. You still think they'll remember how hard it was for you. They won't. They'll remember who stood at the finish line. They'll remember the name that lit up the room, not the one who flickered and died out halfway. That's what eats people alive. Not the pain itself, but the realization that no one noticed it. That's why most people quit. Not because it's hard, but because it's lonely. And you're feeling that now, aren't you? You scream without sound, break without anyone seeing it. And when you fall, no one reaches down. And maybe that's what you were waiting for, a hand, a sign, a miracle, something to remind you that you matter. But no hand came, did it? No savior, no applause, just you and the silence. That's when the real choice shows up. Do you break forever, or do you stand up angry? You should be angry. You need to be. Not reckless, not stupid. Angry, controlled, cold, like a fire that burns clean. Because nothing in this world will ever hand you your worth. You take it. You snatch it back from the mouths that laughed at you, from the hands that tried to tame you. You've got this fantasy in your head that if you just explain yourself enough, if you just prove you were coming from a good place, that they'll suddenly care. But they won't. They never did. They cared about what you could do for them. And the moment you stopped being their little sunshine, their backup plan, their fixer, they vanished. So what do? Cry more? Try to be understood? Or do you do the only thing that makes noise in a world deaf to struggle? Win so loud they choke on it. Let me explain something to you. Real quiet people, the ones who disappear for a while, the ones who seem like they lost, those are the ones you should fear, 'cause they come back different, not kind, not soft. They come back aware. They stop explaining, they stop begging, they build in silence. And when they return with a grin and fire behind their eyes. That's what you need to become. Not a martyr, not a puppy waiting for scraps. A damn ghost that builds a kingdom out of everything they threw at you. You don't owe anyone anything. Not closure, not explanations, not another damn second of your soul. What you owe is to the version of yourself that was left behind. The one who begged for rest, who begged for a break, and never got one. You owe it to them to rise without apology. And stop waiting for it to feel good. It won't. Success ain't wrapped in comfort. It's built in the dirt, in the dark, where no one claps and everything hurts. You think this journey is supposed to be pretty? You think those who made it did it smiling all the way through? No. They did it through grit, through bloodied hands and cracked voices and nights that felt endless. And here you are crying 'cause no one checked in on you. Nobody's gonna. That's the punchline. That's the joke. That's the truth. Nobody wants to say out loud. The world only checks in when you become too loud to ignore. And to get there, you have to grind in shadows. You gotta cut off what weighs you down. You gotta stop pampering yourself with excuses and face the fact that you're not broken. You're just not done yet. You think I'm being too harsh? Too cruel? Good. The truth hurts. But it's the only medicine that works. You want a hug? Go find a fairy tale. You want results? Then stand the hell up and make war with your comfort. Every second you waste babying your pain is a second someone else is using to get ahead. You're not the only one who's hurt. You're not the only one who's tired. But you sure as hell might be the only one soft enough to use it as a reason to stay down. Think about that. Let it burn. Because if you don't let this pain sharpen you, then it'll be the same pain that buries you. And I don't think you want that. I hope you don't want that. So what are you gonna do now? Curl up and cry louder? Or shut the hell up, get quiet, and build? You still don't get it, do you? This isn't about them anymore. It's not about who hurt you, who doubted you, who left you behind like some disposable afterthought. It's about what you're going to do with it. Pain. Everyone's got it. Some hide it, some drown in it. And a few, the rare ones, they use it. They let that pain stretch them, carve into them, mold them into something unrecognizable. They become cold not out of hate, but out of memory. Memory of every fake hug, every forced smile, every "I'm here for you" that turned into a ghost the moment things got real. You think you're alone? You are. And that's your edge. That's your advantage. Nobody's watching. Nobody's expecting you to rise. That means you can build in silence and hit like thunder when it matters. That's how the killers do it. That's how the quiet ones break the game. You pamper yourself with pity, like it's a reward. You wrap yourself in blankets of what-ifs and maybes, whispering lies into your own ears like, "I just need time," or "they'll come around." But deep down, you know the truths. They're not coming. They never were. The world moved on without you the moment you stumbled, the moment you showed weakness, the moment you made them uncomfortable with your chaos. Because people love sunshine. They hate storms. They run from them. They judge what they can't handle. And you were the storm they couldn't predict, so they labeled you difficult, unstable, dramatic, anything to avoid admitting that you were real, and they were too weak to stand beside that. So now it's your choice. Are you going to keep folding every time it rains? Or are you finally going to become the damn thunder that makes them remember your name? I've watched too many people die waiting to be understood, waiting for the right moment, waiting until they feel ready. But here's a truth nobody tells you. Readiness is a myth. Nobody feels ready when it's real. Nobody feels strong until after they've been broken 100 times and still chose to get back up. That's how you earn strength. Not by reading books, not by meditating in a room full of candles, but by crawling through your own hell and refusing to stay there. Every scar on you, that's a lesson. Every night you cried without anyone knowing, that's a weapon. You've got an arsenal under your skin and you're out here acting like you're unarmed. Wake up. Start seeing yourself as dangerous. Because the moment you do, the moment you stop pampering your pain and start weaponizing it, that's when the shift happens. You've been tamed, trained by life to behave, to tone it down, to be reasonable. They told you not to be too much, not to speak too loud, not to make others uncomfortable with your intensity. So what did you do? You shrunk, you softened, you smiled when you wanted to scream. You helped when you should have walked away. And every time you gave a piece of yourself to someone unworthy, they walked away with it like it cost them nothing. So now you sit there wondering what's left of you. I'll tell you what's left. A fuse waiting to be lit. But here's the catch. You have to be the one to strike the match. Nobody's coming to do it for you. No rescue, no savior. Just you, your rage, and your resolve. That's all you need. That's all anyone's ever needed. Stop waiting for some grand sign. You are the damn sign. And don't think for a second that silence makes you weak. No, silence makes you calculating. It makes you unpredictable. It gives you space to grow, to sharpen your edges, to plot in peace. While they're out there laughing, partying, running their mouths, you're in the shadows, building something they won't see coming. That's power. That's control. And you only earn it when you stop pampering your ego and start feeding your discipline. Want respect? Earn it in silence. Want success? Build it in the dark. And when you finally step out, when the world sees what you've become, don't explain a damn thing. Let your success be your story. Let your silence be the weapon. Let your pain be the echo that follows every step they hear from you after they thought you'd disappeared for good. You ever wonder why they only start noticing you once you don't need them anymore? Once you stop chasing, stop explaining, stop begging for a damn ounce of decency, that's when their heads turn. Not when you were breaking for them. Not when you sacrificed sleep, pride, and your own damn mind to make them feel loved, safe, or seen. No, that wasn't enough. You could have carved your heart out and handed it to them and they'd still look bored. But the moment you go cold, the moment you disappear and focus, and silence becomes your reply, that's when they panic. That's when the masks drop. Because deep down, they didn't respect your kindness. They only tolerated it. They never feared you because they never saw you as a threat. And in a world like this, if they don't fear losing you, they'll never value keeping you. But let's talk about that pain you keep brushing under the rug like it's not slowly killing you. You pretend you've moved on. Pretend you're fine. Because admitting the weight of it makes you feel weak. And you were taught to hide weakness, right? Smile through the chaos. Be polite, even when you're bleeding. But look where that got you. You're still stuck. You're still quiet. You're still bending over backward, hoping someone sees your effort. But what if I told you that effort's been wasted, not because it wasn't real, but because you gave it to the wrong people at the wrong time while being the wrong version of yourself? The soft version, the comfortable one, the one who didn't understand yet that pain is fuel and silence is strategy. And now that version of you has to die, not evolve, die. Because if it doesn't, you'll stay here forever. Number forgotten. Invisible. You want to win? Then let me remind you. Winners don't pamper their wounds. They train through them. They don't wait for the pain to stop. They use it. They don't cry out for help. They bite down and keep moving. And I'm not telling you to bottle everything up and fake a smile. No. I'm telling you to harness it. Get smart. Get cruel with your time. Get vicious with your discipline. You don't have forever. You don't get to waste another year being in recovery. You've been recovering for too long. It's time to return, but not as you were, as something unrecognizable, something they regret losing. You don't get that by healing gently. You get that by rising harshly, with no apology, with no explanation, just results, cold, ruthless, and undeniable. You see, the reason they left you is because they thought you were finished. That's what hurt the most, right? Not just the betrayal, not just the absence, but the fact that they looked at you, weighed your worth, and decided you weren't enough to stay for. That's the scar that screams louder than all the others. And here you are, trying to prove them wrong by fixing yourself into something they'd accept. Stop that. Don't rise to impress them. Don't improve just to win them back. Rise to erase them. Rise so high that they can't even reach your shadow. Because once you're there, once you're untouchable, you'll look back and laugh. Not because it was funny, but because they really thought they broke you. That's the revenge that lasts. Not a punch, not a scream, but success so loud it drowns out their memory. So stop pampering your heart like it's made of glass. It's not. It's been broken, sure, shattered, but it's still beating, isn't it? Still pushing blood through veins that should have gone cold. You're still here. And if you're still here, that means you've got another shot. Another shot to become everything they never saw in you. And this time, you don't tell them, you show them. And when they come crawling back, because they always do, you won't even need to say no. You'll just keep walking. And that silence will scream louder than any apology they never gave. You know why I talk like this? Why I sound so brutal? Because soft words never saved anyone from drowning. Because sugar-coated lies are the reason people stay broken. So if you're still here, thinking someone's gonna give you a map out of your misery, you're already dead inside. Nobody's handing you a damn thing. Not clarity, not closure, not comfort. Life isn't a therapist, it's a brawl. And the ones who make it out, they're not the ones crying in the corner. They're the ones who decide to become the storm. You've got all this rage inside you, all this sadness piling up like rusted chains around your chest, and you keep trying to act like it's not there. You keep hiding it under fake smiles, weak laughs, and that pathetic little phrase, "I'm fine." No, you're not. You're lost. You're tired. You're dangerous, and you don't even know it yet. But let me paint this for you real slow. All those nights you cried, they didn't break you. They sharpened you. Every betrayal, every silence that screamed louder than words, every door slammed in your face. That wasn't the end of your story. That was the build-up. You are not some broken being wandering around begging for wholeness. No, you're becoming something harder, sharper, meaner. And the ones who thought they buried you, they're about to find out you were just planting roots. But here's the trick. You can't evolve if you keep dressing your wounds like royalty. Stop treating your setbacks like they're special. They're not. Everybody's got scars. The only thing that makes yours count is what you do with them. So what are you doing with them, huh? Crying? Still hoping they call back? Still waiting for some divine intervention to come fix what you should have burned down yourself? You pamper your emotions like they're sacred, like they deserve your full attention. But sometimes your feelings lie. That sadness you carry like a badge. That voice that says, "I can't," that isn't truth. That's your fear dressing up as logic. And if you keep feeding it, it'll turn into your prison. You have to starve it. You hear me? Starve it. Let it die. Because if you don't, it'll rot every ounce of potential you've still got buried beneath the pain. And don't look for understanding here. Understanding is a luxury. You don't need people to get you. You need to get ruthless with your time, your energy, your peace. You need to be so damn focused on becoming dangerous that even your demons start walking on eggshells around you. No more half-stepping, no more soft landings. You hit the ground and run. They told you to be kind, to be humble, to be soft-hearted. But here's the truth they left out. If you're all those things without boundaries, without fire, you're just prey. You're a sheep dressed up as a lion, hoping the wolves will play nice. They won't. The world respects sharp edges, not soft cushions. You want peace? Earn it through war. You want love? Build it in solitude. Protect it with silence. And never give it to anyone who doesn't fight for it. And respect? You won't get it by being nice. You'll get it when you stop talking and start showing results so brutal that they either bow or break. And let's talk about that old version of you. The one who gave too much, loved too blindly, forgave too easily. Let it die. Stop resuscitating the past every time you feel alone. That version of you got. You walked on, misunderstood, thrown away. This new you, the one you're afraid to embrace because it feels cold, that's the real you. That's the one that survives. That's the one that walks into a room and doesn't beg to be seen. That's the one that wins, not with applause, but with silence that turns heads. So quit pampering the old you like it was some angel. It was naive. It was weak. And you don't owe it anything but a grave. Mourn it, bury it, and walk away with a smirk. You keep saying you want to change, but you still sleep next to your weakness like it's a lover. You still cuddle up with your doubts like they're old friends. Still scrolling, still wishing, still drowning in memories of people who already replaced you. What are you waiting for? Another disappointment? Another reminder that nobody's gonna save you? Because newsflash, they're not coming. Not the friends you lost. Not the family that gave up on you. Not the love you broke yourself to keep. They made their choices. Now it's your turn. But you're still out here treating healing like a vacation. Like it's supposed to be soft, slow, full of candles and fresh air and guided journaling. No, kid. Healing is war. It's waking up every day and fighting the part of you that wants to stay in bed. It's looking in the mirror and saying, no one's going to hand me anything, and that's exactly why I'm gonna take everything. You want to be respected? Then stop explaining. Stop over-talking. Stop announcing moves you haven't even made yet. Nobody's impressed by your potential. They want proof. That's how this world works. You either bring results, or you get labeled a daydreamer, a loser, a loud mouth with nothing to show for it. And that's what most people become. Loud noise, empty words. You've got the hunger, I can see that. But hunger without discipline is just desperation. So, here's the play. Go silent. Cut the noise. Cut the distractions. Burn the damn plan B. Because plan A only works when there's nothing left to fall back on. You build that future like your life depends on it. Because it does. And don't let your pain make you paranoid. Let it make you precise. Let it make you unshakable. You think killers hesitate? No, they move. Cold, calculated, unforgiving. You want to rise? Move like that. People used to say you've changed, and you'd flinch, try to explain, try to prove you're still the same soft soul they knew. Stop that. Start saying, damn right, I changed. I evolved. I outgrew weakness. You don't owe anyone the old version of yourself just to make them comfortable. Growth makes people uncomfortable. Your silence, your self-respect, your cold focus, it scares them. They don't know how to control you anymore. That's why they call you arrogant now, selfish, distant. Let them. Because the moment they lose control over you, they start to throw labels at you. That's how you know you're finally free. You don't owe explanations. You owe success. You owe results. You owe your younger self revenge for every time you were underestimated, overlooked, or replaced. And don't confuse stillness with peace. Just because you've been quiet doesn't mean you're calm. You've been boiling under the surface, haven't you? Smiling through pain, laughing through disappointment, nodding through disrespect. But that version of you, the one who took it all silently, it's time they die. It's time you unleash the version of you that doesn't ask for opportunities. He takes them. That doesn't beg for respect. He commands it. That doesn't seek love from broken people. He builds it within and becomes the storm that no one can ignore. You weren't made to be polite in the face of betrayal. You were made to burn everything fake to the ground and build from the ashes. So, if you're still out here pampering yourself with comfort and soft affirmations, you're not ready. But if you're finally sick of being the joke in everyone else's story, then it's time to shut your mouth, close the door, and make yourself so dangerous that they fear ever doubting you again. You still looking for justice? Still waiting for the universe to even the score? You think life's some fair game where the good get rewarded and the bad get punished? No. That's a bedtime story for the weak. That's the kind of lie they fed you when you were too young to realize the world runs on power, not pity. You want justice? Create it. You want revenge? Earn it. Not by throwing tantrums, not by sending paragraphs to people who already forgot your name. You get it by building, quietly, ruthlessly. You become the kind of success that makes people choke on their silence. And that's the part most people don't want to hear. They want to cry and be comforted. They want someone to say, "It's okay, I understand." But I'm not here to understand. I'm here to tell you, you're wasting time. You're still cuddling your pain like it's a friend. And if you don't stop, it'll kill you. Slowly. You think pampering yourself with softness is healing? It's not. It's sedating. You're not healing. You're hiding. You're delaying the transformation that only happens when you confront your darkness without flinching. Sit in it. Let it crush you. Let it tear the weak parts of you apart. That's the only way this works. You don't rise from comfort, you rise from chaos. The best version of you, he's buried under layers of lies you told yourself just to survive. Lies like, I'm not ready. Lies like, they didn't mean to hurt me. Lies like, I'll wait for the right time. No, the time is now. The pain is real. The betrayal was intentional. The disrespect was loud. And what you do next, that's where your story changes or ends. But I'll tell you this much. Nobody's gonna feel sorry for you if you keep choosing weakness. You think anyone out there is waking up thinking about how to make you feel better? Number. They're chasing their own survival, their own power. The same ones who broke you, they're laughing somewhere. Still posting, still living, still breathing like you never mattered. And you're still watching, still replaying the pain like it's a song you can't skip. Why? Why keep giving them that power? You don't owe them that. You don't owe the past a damn thing anymore. What you owe is to the future you. The one who doesn't cry over what's gone. The one who doesn't apologize for turning cold. The one who walks in silence but leaves a crater behind. That's who you need to become. Not tomorrow, not next year. Now. Because every day you delay, someone else gets hungrier. Someone else sharpens their edge. And soon, they'll take what should have been yours. And let's be real. You're afraid, right? That if you finally stop being the soft, understanding one, people will leave you. Newsflash, they already did. You just didn't want to admit it. They left when they stopped showing up. They left when they laughed at your pain. They left when they made you feel like you were too much, too emotional, too intense, too real. So don't fear losing them. Fear staying the same version of yourself that tolerated that for so long. That's the real danger. Staying soft in a world built to break softness. You want to keep pampering yourself? Fine. But don't expect results. Don't expect peace. Don't expect change. Because change requires blood, sacrifice, discipline so violent it makes comfort vomit. You have to want this so bad that losing sleep feels like a fair trade, that going silent feels like power, that walking alone becomes a choice, not a punishment. You keep waiting for motivation to knock on your door like it owes you something. You think some magical day will arrive where your past suddenly stops hurting, your mind goes quiet, and your heart starts beating for the future again? Let me slap you back into reality. That day doesn't come. Nobody wakes up ready. Winners wake up anyway, tired, broken, angry, empty, and they get up and move, not because they feel like it, because they're addicted to becoming something more dangerous than what broke them. Meanwhile, you're still cradling your wounds, rocking yourself in the dark, calling it healing. It's not healing, it's fear. You're terrified that if you drop the sadness, you'll have nothing left to blame. You'll have to take responsibility. And that's where people fold. Because taking responsibility means you can't play the victim anymore. You become the villain in someone else's story. And trust me, there's power in that. You think I care if you're tired? So what? We're all tired. But tired is not an excuse. Tired is a luxury the weak cling to when the climb gets steep. Real change starts when you're tired and still get up. When your heart's numb and you still move forward. That's the difference between people who make noise and people who make history. You think those people who built empires weren't exhausted, weren't betrayed, weren't bleeding inside while smiling at the world? The difference is, they knew nobody was coming. And you need to know that too. No one's coming. Nobody's gonna hold your hand through this. You either become the kind of monster that can tear through hell, or you stay the soft shell everyone steps on when the real ones show up. And don't talk to me about how you're a good person. That doesn't matter. Not here. Not in this world. Being good doesn't guarantee peace. It doesn't protect you. In fact, it makes you a target. You want to be good and powerful. Be kind and sharp. Be loving and unpredictable. That's the only kind of goodness that survives in a world this cruel. Otherwise, your goodness is just a sign taped to your back that says, "Use me." And that's exactly what they did, didn't they? Used your heart. Used your help. Used your silence. And when you had nothing left to give, they vanished. They didn't even look back. Now you want to sit here and pamper that broken version of you because you miss them. No. You bury that version. Right here. Right now. Deep. With no gravestone. Because the longer you keep him alive, the longer you stay the joke in their story. You want to know why silence is powerful? Because it terrifies people. They don't know what you're thinking. They don't know what move you're planning. And that unknown, that's fear. That's control. That's when the tables start to turn. You've talked enough. You've cried enough. You've given enough chances, explanations, and apologies. Now's the time to vanish. Go build in the shadows. Work while they sleep. Succeed while they laugh. Rise while they mock. And then show up one day and let your success speak with a volume their egos can't ignore. That's how you win. Not with words, not with revenge, but with elevation. Real, undeniable transformation. Let them choke on the silence they forced you into. Let them realize, too late, that the one they underestimated just became everything they'll never be. So no, I won't pamper you. I won't talk to the broken little version of you who just wants comfort. I'm speaking to the beast that's still inside. The one that knows you're not done. The one that's sick of being soft. The one that's ready to burn the whole system down and build a kingdom out of the ashes. But only if you stop babying yourself. Stop treating your sadness like a personality. Stop feeding your pain like it deserves your loyalty. It doesn't. You do. Your future does. The version of you that's been waiting for you to stop playing small, that's who deserves your focus now. Not them, not the past. You